problems. So how to solve problems using that. So that we can do in this partial differential equations chapters. Here in your syllabus you have
ಸರ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ.
ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
Okay. See here in ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇವಾಗ ಇಷ್ಟು ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆನಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
So in a partial differential equation, you already studied in the second semester. Uh, what is partial derivative? How to solve the differential equation, partial differential equation? Everything you have studied. Now we have to relate it with the wave equation, heat equation, some general equation we have. So how to solve that? That we are doing that. Uh, So we have a partial differential equation like z is equal to f of xy. You know this already. A function having more than one independent variable, if it has a more than one independent variable, then we can apply partial derivative. That you already know that. Okay. So if you have dou z by dou x, you know this is the notation. We call it as dou z by dou x. It is a derivative of z with respect to x. So x is only the variable. Remaining all are variables. We treat it as a constant. Okay. So you can name it as p. If you have dou z by dou y, you can name it as q. If you have dou square z by dou x square, second derivative, r. So dou square z by dou y square is t, dou square z by dou x dou y, or dou square z by dou y dou x is s. These notation already you learned in the second semester. So what is mean by partial derivative? Everything you already studied, and we solved in the second semester how to form a partial differential equation and how to make it as a differential equation. Those things already are studied. So now we are going to solve the partial differential equation if it is linear. Linear means to degree 1. Degree 1 differential equation. So how to solve that? See, we have so many methods. One of the method is what? Lagrange's method. Lagrange's method. If you have a partial differential equation in this form, P small letter p plus q small letter q equal to r. See, you already know that if you have p, so P can be written as dou u by dou y, dou v by dou z, dou u by dou z into dou v by dou y. Q can be taken as dou by dou z, dou v by dou x, dou u by dou x, dou v by dou z. R can be written as dou u by dou x, dou v by dou y, dou u by dou y, dou v by dou x, where u and v are functions of x and y. So how to solve this one? See here, Lagrange's method means what? If you have a equation in this form, P plus QQ equal to R, we can solve by using the chain rule. Chain rule, you already learned this one in the second semester. You should know that. So the general solution, we can keep it as pi of u comma v equal to 0. So our intention is what? We are going to find the values of u and v, substitute u and v value, get the general equation in this form. Okay. So for that purpose, what I'm going to do, we can take it as auxiliary equation in this form: dx by p, dy by q, dz by r. You know p and pqr values in this one. Okay? So the solution is p of pi of u comma v equal to 0 is the general solution. This is how we can solve partial differential equations by the Lagrange's method. So in the exam, suppose sometimes they may ask solve by using Lagrange's method. Okay, by using Lagrange's method. Sometimes they won't. Simply they will give. So you have to select which method is adapting to this problem. Okay. So for an example, you have a problem like this. Solve P tan x Q tan y equal to tan z. So here capital letter P is what? Tan x. Capital letter Q is what? Tan y. R is tan z here. Already I written auxiliary equation is dx by p, dy by q, dz by r. So according to that pqr values I have written. So these two terms are equal, so that I can take dx by tan x equal to dy by tan y. So that you take integration on both sides. So that integration of 1 by tan x dx, you know that integration of cot x dx, integration of cot y dy. This we can write it as log of sin x. This we can write it as log of sin y. Actually, it is you can take it as equal to log c or plus log c. That's left to you. So if you take left side, actually it is plus log c. Sorry, plus constant, right? After the integration, you have to put plus constant. Okay. So if you took left side, so that log sin x minus log sin y equal to log c. So log m minus log n is log m by n. Log gets cancelled, you'll get c1. Okay. So c1 is what sin x by sin y. This is one term. Similarly, we have three terms are equal here: dx by tan x, dy by tan y, dz by tan y. I selected these two. Means what these two are equal. So that what will happen? We got c1. Now I'm going to these two are these two. Means what? First two terms are second two terms are first and last terms left to you. So that you will get c1 c2. See, I selected second two terms now. Dy by tan y equal to dz by tan z. So integrate on both sides so that you can take it as integration of cot y dy equal to integration of cot z dz plus log c2, that is better I think. So left side if you are taken same, log gets cancelled, you got c2. Now I told you general solution is phi of uv 0 means what you got the constant values c1 and c2. So substitute that, that is equal to 0. So that can be written as sin x by cos x, sin x by cos x equal to f of sin y by sin z. So here f and phi, this is a function. F is an arbitrary. Any function, arbitrary function means that any type of function you can keep it as like that. Okay. So sin x by sin y is equal to f of sin y by sin z you can take. So this is how we can solve the partial differential equation in this form. Now come to the second one. Solve x square by p plus y square by q plus z square is equal to 0, right? So the z square transfer to right side. Dou z by dou x is, p. Dou z by dou y is what q equal to minus z square. So p is what x square, q is what y square, and r is what minus z square. See p, small capital letter p, capital letter y, capital letter q, okay, capital letter q, and r, capital letter r, we got. So dx by p as earlier auxiliary equation, the notation is what? Okay, dx by p, dy by q, dz by r here. First two terms I have taken. If you have taken first two terms, so that you will get minus 1 by x equal to minus 1 by y plus c1. So if it comes to the left side, plus 1 by y, minus 1 by x as it is there, equal to c1. Similarly, last two terms I have taken. Dy by y square minus dz by z square here. If it comes to the yeah, sorry, dy by y square I have taken, I transferred to right side. Dy by y square I transferred to right side so that it becomes minus 1 by minus 1 by, sorry, I think uh, yeah, after the integration this is, sorry, after the integration of dy by y square is minus 1 by y. How it is? See, I written. If it goes to numerator, y square, if it goes to numerator, it becomes y power minus 2. So y power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. So it becomes what? Minus 1 by y. So minus 1 by y as it is. That is equal to 1 by z plus c2 there. This 1 by z transfer to left side, so minus 1 by z, that is c2. We have c1 and c2. So phi of c1 and c2 equal to 0. So for an arbitrary function, I can write it as first terms or second term is left to, you can write like this. The 1 by y minus 1 by x as it is, f of 1 minus 1 by y minus 1 by z. Next, third problem. I think any doubt, no questions. I think any questions, any clarification required, you can ask. You can ask. No doubt. Doubt ಇದೆಯಾ ನೋಡಿ, ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬೈ ಲೆಗ್ರಾಂಜಸ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಮೂರನೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರೋಣ ಇವಾಗ. So find the general solution of y square z p plus x square z q equal to r square x. So p is what? Y square z. U is what x square z, r is what y square x. Okay, so dx by p auxiliary equation, dy by q equal to dz by actually r. I left that. R is what y square p y square x. The first two terms I have taken. So if you have taken first two terms, you just observe here. Z here, Z is a constant, so that I just multiply by Z, so that you will get. Here y square gets cancelled. You'll get zx. So integrate. So if you are integrating, so you will get c1 and c2. Again same thing. So phi of c1 into c2 equal to 0. X cube minus y cube is equal to f of x square minus z square. So that one thing is you just observe here. In every problem, you just observe here. It is very easily we can get it dx by p equal to dy by q equal to dz by r. See, you just observe here, if you are taken dx by tan x, dy by tan y, dz by tan z, just observe tan x here, there is no y content here, there is no y terms. Tan y here, there is no z terms or x terms here. Tan z here, that there is no x or y terms here. So you have to get in this form. That is very important. Otherwise, you are it is not taking Lagrange's method. That's the meaning. Correct? Because if you are getting x or y here, if you are x is dx by x only, it should be independent of y terms and z terms. It should be. See, in this last problem, in this problem, third problem, we have z terms. Actually, it should not be there. So that's what I have done. I avoid it by multiplying by z. Here also, we have z here, we have y square here. Sorry, y square here, here also y square. It should be independent of that. Okay. So if you have getting that, you have to multiply. See that actually x should be x is here, z here. So I can cross multiply that. But if you are not able to cross multiply, even though you are not getting. See, for an example, in this term, you have y. Suppose you have y. Even though if you are taken y cross multiplication, you have to treat y as a constant. But it should not happen. You cannot treat y as a constant here because y is a variable. You are integrating with respect to y or differentiating with respect to y. You cannot treat y as a constant there. So that's the reason what I am telling you. It should be independent of all other constant. See, it should be integrable. First of all, it should be independent of all other constants and it should be integrable. You are to able to integrate. You are not able to integrate means nothing use. So these two things are very important. If it is not satisfied, then you have to you cannot apply this Lagrange's method. Understood? So be careful about that. Every problem you cannot apply Lagrange's method. Sometimes they may mention that apply Lagrange's method, solve. They may not mention like these problems. Okay. Next, come to the next. See, such type of problems like we are unable to solve using Lagrange's method. So then the method comes, that is method of multipliers. Method of multipliers. Okay. So that's what I'm telling you in the exam online. So they may mention, they may not mention. So first you have to apply Lagrange's. You are able to integrate and it is independent of all other constant. Means what dx by the same terms, or you can cross multiplication also possible there. You can do it. If it is not like that, like uh, see, suppose you have this one, you have this one. See here, dx by y, if it is there, if there is no y, dy is not here, you are unable to cross multiply. If you cross multiply also, you are treating y as a constant, then this method fails. This method fails. Understood? So come to the next one, method of multipliers. Here, in such cases, we are going to choose some multipliers which we can get integration easily, or we can take it separate easily. We can separate easily. Okay. So those multipliers you are able to choose. Means what? You have an authority or you have an independence that you can choose any type of multipliers. Those multipliers should solve or should separate the variables. That is left to you. Okay. So I'm not telling these are the multipliers you have to choose for this problem. No, that is left to you. How to choose, how to do that? See, uh, if possible, identify multipliers element, not necessarily constant, so that ratio is given. See, LMN are the multipliers. Okay, these are not necessary constant, sometimes variable also, like x, y, z you can take, or 1 minus 1 0, 1 2 3, like that, any constant also possible. If you choose that multipliers, you can write like this form: P LDX plus MDY NDZ LP plus MQ plus NR. PQR already they are mentioned in the problem. You know that. Okay. So if you are chosen LMN after multiplication, means what, in the denominator you are getting 0, then straight away you can consider LDX plus MDY plus MDZ is also 0. Okay. Then directly you can write the solution like this: V of xyz equals C1, V of xyz equal to C2. Okay. Now come to the problems. First problem: solve x cube plus 3xy square dou z by dou x plus y square plus 3x square y dou z by dou y equal to 2 times x square plus y square into z. So this one we can write it as in this form: p plus q equal to r. So p is what? Capital letter P given x cube. You know dou z by dou x is small letter p. Already I mentioned. Dou z by dou y is q. R is what? 2 times x square plus y square into z. So P is x cube plus 3xy square. Q is y square plus 3x square y. R is 2 times x square y square plus x square plus y square into z. So you already know what is the auxiliary equation: dx by p dy by q equal to dz by r. Okay. So dx by p is what? X cube plus 3xy square. Q is what? Y square plus 3x square y. R is what? 2 times x square plus y square into z. Now you came to know that this problem, you just observe this problem, you cannot apply Lagrange's method. You just see that. hmm, You cannot separate easily. You cannot separate easily as tan x dx by tan x equal to dy by tan y equal to ty dz by tan z. Like that you cannot. So that's the reason. If such cases happen, you go for multipliers method. Okay. So sometimes they may mention these are the multipliers you have to choose. They may mention in the exam. If they are not mentioned, you have to practice. Depends on practice. So you can take any multipliers which we can separate it easily. Now I'm taken the multipliers like LMN values 110. Simply I choose myself 110 are the multipliers for this. So according to this one, see, multipliers, if you have chosen LMN, you are able to write like this: LDX plus MDY plus NDZ divided by LP plus MQ plus NR. So substitute LMN values. Okay, 110. So 1dx plus 1dy plus 0dz divided by LP plus MQ plus NR, right? So 0 into this term is 0. So these two terms only are written. Okay, x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. Okay, so which we can write it as dx plus dy a plus b whole cube. X plus y whole cube is what? X cube plus y cube plus 3xy square plus 3x square y. You just expand, you'll get same. So this we can write dx plus dy is what? D of x plus y divided by x plus y whole cube. Okay. So which we can write it as now. Earlier we have, what is that? We have dx plus dy divided by x cube plus 3xy square plus y cube plus 3x square y, right? Now what we have? D of x plus y by x plus y cube. So that is equal, right? These two are equal. These two are equal. So that can be written as some k constant. Let it be some constant k. Okay. Now call it as equation 2. One type of multipliers I took. Got it? Now second type of multipliers. Same multipliers I'm not using. First one type of multipliers, I choose 110, which we can write it in this form. It has to reduce to this form, reform to this form. Okay. Now I selected another multipliers 1 minus 1 0. See, there is no shortcut or there is no any method, any other method that you can select 110, 1 minus 1 0 as a multipliers. Got it? So you have to choose by the practice. Okay. So 1 minus 1 0 are taken. Dx minus dy by x cube plus 3xy square minus y cube minus 3xy 3x square y. This is 0. So this one we can write x minus y whole cube. Why I select 1 minus 1 0 to get x minus 1 y whole cube? Keep it in your mind. So that is my intention. So that's what equal to k, call it as equation 3. Here equation 2 we have, here equation 3 we have. Okay. Now I'm going to, from 2 and 3, both are equating to constant k. Both are equating to constant k. So that's what, right side both are k constant. So that I can write from 2 and 3, what right side we have dx plus y by x plus y whole cube equal to d of x minus y by x minus y whole cube equal to k. Correct? Now integrate on both sides. If you integrate these two are taken, so you know that's what is that dt by t cube. If you consider this is x plus y is t, dt by t cube, what you're going to write? You will get minus 1 by t square. So as it is, I have taken dt by t cube is what minus t by minus 3 plus 1 by minus 3 plus 1 as it is I written. Here also same d of t dt by t cube what you have written t minus 3 plus 1 divided by minus 3 plus 1 equal to some k, right side k. So hence we got minus 1 by 2 into x plus y whole square minus 1 by 2 into x minus y whole square equal to k. I just going to multiply by minus, divide by minus 1 by 2, or you can left you can multiply by minus 2 also will get same. Okay, so you'll get same minus 2k. So this minus 2k, both are constant, right? Minus 2 also constant, k is also constant. So considerable as k1, where k1 is what minus 2k. This goes to numerator x plus y whole power minus 2 equal to x minus y whole power minus 2 equal to k1. So I just transfer to left side. So equation 4 we have x plus y whole power minus 2 minus x minus y whole power minus 2 equal to k1. This is first equation, equation 4. Now come to the next one. Again, another multipliers I will take x by 1 by x. So that's what multipliers are not only constant, we can take variables. So I choose the variables like 1 by x, 1 by y, 0. So 1 by x, 1 by y, if you are taken, you can write it as L dx plus M dy plus R dz divided by LP plus MP MQ plus R NR. So 0 into anything 0, that's what I have written, is also 0. So hence this 1 by x cube plus 3xy square. You will get, if you multiply by 1 by x, what are you going to get? X square plus 3x, x gets cancelled, 3y square plus y power 4 y square plus 3x square 3x square, so that you'll get 4x square plus 4y square. You just do that, 4x square plus 4y square you'll get. So I've taken 4 outside equal to k. Simply I consider as k. So now earlier what we have, this is what, yes I have written equal to what we have, this one equal to k. You can call it as equation 5. Now we have equation 1, first multipliers what we selected. Yeah, equation 1 is the equation 1. Earlier equation 1 and 2, from 1 and 2 I have written. Now from 1 and 4, 1 and 4, from 1 and 4 I can able to write equating those two, because that also k equal to k, this also equal to k. That's what. So equate, I'm equating that. So if you're equating 1 and 5, this is equation 5, sorry, 1 and 5, so that you'll get dz by 2 into x square plus y square into z. See that? How it comes dz by 2 into x square plus y square into z. See from equation 1. See that? Where it is equation 1. Yeah, this one I selected. That left to you. You can select anything. I selected this. So right side here. So 2 2s are dz by z, x square plus y square also gets cancelled. So that's what I selected 1 by x, 1 by y. To get cancel, you can separate, you can able to integrate. That is for first and foremost the things that if left and right side is not cancelling, then you realize that what multipliers we have taken, that is wrong. Got it? See, there is no shortcut that you have to choose like that. This is the only the thing you have to apply. 1 by x, 1 by y. Instead of 1 by x, 1 by y, you have to take x and y. X and y 0. X, y 0. Will it get cancelled? You just check. Not. So like that, you have to choose by the practice. Okay. Dz by z, 1 by x dx plus 1 by y dy divided by 2 2 2. Okay. I can separate it. Now you got 2 times integrate. If you are integrating, 2 comes to here. 2 times log z, log x plus log y. So that log xy. Log z square will be z square is equal to xy. So xy comes to this one. You can take it as k2, some constant k2. Okay, it may be 1. Okay, so finally what you have, phi of k1 k2 equal to 0. This is k1 k2. See, that is a reason, right, why I have written phi of k1 k2, because in the equations here, phi of this one c1 c2 there. So every time we have to apply it and we have to write it phi of c1 c2 equal to 0, constant value is equal to 0. This is how we have to do uh, using Lagrange's, sorry, using multipliers method. Any doubt, any questions? If you have any doubt regarding Lagrange's, regarding multipliers, you can ask me. Come to the next one, next problem. Okay. P is equal to x square, Q is equal to y square, R is what? Z times x plus y. So that I can take it as dx by x square equal to dy by y square equal to dz by z times x square x plus y equal to k1. Simply I call it as k1 or k left to you. So dx by x square, first two terms I will take. Dx by x square equal to dy by y square equal to k1. So integrate both sides. If you integrate, you will get minus 1 by x equal to minus 1 by y equal to k1. Again you will get k1, that's what. Integrate also. So 1 by y, 1 minus 1 by x means what? Minus 1 by y, I took left side. So that plus 1 by y minus 1 by x is equal to k1. So by cross multiplication, you will get x minus y by xy equal to k1. Now, by taking multipliers, again, start with the multipliers. Here, we can easily get these two. But these two not possible. We just check. These two not possible, are first and last term also not possible. This is how I have done by the Lagrange's method, like that. But here it is not like that. We are unable to separate it. We just check. So that's the reason I took multipliers 1 minus 1 0. See, here there also 1 minus 1 0, now also 1 minus 1 0. It is not like every time we have to select only 1 minus 1 0 or 1 1 0. No, you have to choose, you have to write and check whether we can integrate after using the multipliers. Say I selected 1 minus 1 0, that is LMN. You write LDX minus MDY plus MDY plus 0 into dz, that is minus y dy divided by this, right, equal to dx minus dy by this will get x square minus y square, call it as k1. Now, actually it is small letter k1 better to take. Otherwise, you will get confusion. This is k1, this is k1. Okay. Now, dz by add into x plus y from equation 1. I will return dx by minus dy by x square minus y square equal to 1. Now you can cancel these two. That's what I selected 1 minus 1 0. Already I told you, you have to cancel two terms here. Otherwise, it is not able to, you are not able to cancel means what? You what selected multipliers are there, that is wrong. Okay, you go for another multipliers. Okay, you have to see that. So x minus x plus 1, x plus y gets cancelled, remaining x minus y. D of x minus y by x minus y. You know this. This is t. If you are selected, this is t. Dt by t. What is a dt by t? That is log of t, like that. D of x minus y by x minus y means what? Log of x minus y. This is, you know, log z equal to k1. Now, take log on both sides. Here also k1 can be taken as log k2. So you can choose k1 as log k2. So log m minus log n is log m by n. Log gets cancelled. We'll get k2 is z by x minus y. So pi of k1, k2 is equal to 0. So this one. Just see that I am not taken second time multipliers. Only one time multipliers I used because of I apply Lagrange's method for these two. If it is not, go for the multipliers. Any doubt? I think no questions, no doubts. Come to the next one. Understood? ಏನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ನೋಡಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಹೋಗೋಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಏನು ಡೌಟ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ? Okay, come to the next problem. Solve x plus y into p plus y plus z into q equal to z minus x. So capital letter P is x plus y, q is what y plus z, r is z minus x here. So you can write it dx by p x plus y, dy by y plus z, dz by z minus x equal to k1. We call it as k1 again. So you're not able to do it by using the Lagrange's method here. So that straight away go for multipliers. I selected multipliers like 1 minus 1 1. So 1 dx minus 1 dy plus 1 dz divided by 1 x plus y minus 1 y plus z 1 z minus x equal to 0. Why it is 0? Because see y cancel here, z cancel, x cancel. So that in the denominator you are getting 0. Means what? Numerator also is 0. So that's what I can take it as 0. As earlier we discussed here. If you are selected, it is 0. See, I'll show you. Get selected here, it is 0. So that we can take it as this is value as 0. So totally we can take it as 0. Okay. That is so easiest way. But choosing multipliers is depends on you. See, I can choose any other method also, any other multipliers. If you selected, you are getting 0, that is so easy for you then. So I selected the multipliers 1 minus 1 0 to make 0. Okay, my intention is also to get 0 that. So then it is so easy to integrate now. So if you integrate dx minus dy plus dz equal to 0, so that x minus yz equal to c1. Simply I got c1. Again, I'm choosing another multipliers minus 1 1 minus 1. So ldx plus mdy plus ndz divided by uh, lx plus y plus ny plus z plus nz minus x. So again you are getting 0. So that you will get x minus y plus z is equal to 0. So that solution is what? Phi of C1, C2 equal to 0. C1 value, C2 value is substituted. So that's it. Now come to the next problem. Okay, I think no doubt, no questions. I think here doubt comes means multipliers. Choosing the multipliers is very important here. That is depends. Okay, by the practice, I'm not telling only my notes only will come the exam. No, so you have to choose other notes, other classes notes. You collect it and you work out. Okay, so that's better. Okay, come to the next one. So xp minus yq equal to y square minus x square here. You can write dx by x, dy by minus y, dz by y square minus x square equal to k. Now integrate on both sides. See here, these two by Lagrange's method I can do it. These two not possible because if you equate first and last one, not possible. No terms are getting cancelled. If you equate first, second and third one, not possible because you are unable to integrate. See, you can integrate here dy by y you can do it, but what about here? X you are treating constant, it's not possible. You cannot treat x as a constant. So that's the reason for these two apply multipliers. Here I will apply Lagrange's method. So plus constant I have taken log c1. So c1 equal to xy. Hence you got this one. Choose multipliers for like this xy1. So x dx plus y dy plus 1 into dz divided by xx xx plus y minus y plus 1 into x square, y square minus x square. You are getting 0. See that x square minus y square. Here y square minus x square gets cancelled, you'll get 0. So that you'll get C2 is this one. Integrate on both sides so that you'll get C2. 2C2 will get multiplied by 2. So that C capital letter C2 will get pi of C1 C2 equal to 0. C1 C2 values here. Any questions, any doubt regarding, you can ask. Every time I'm asking you, if you have doubt, you can mention in chat box. Yes, no doubt. ಎನಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಡೌಟ್ ಬಂತಾ ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಜೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಸರ್, ಈ ಥರ ಇತ್ತು, ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ ಏನಾದರೂ? ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪಿ ಡಿ ಇರೋದೇ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕಡಿಮೆನಲ್ಲಿ 20 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೋಬೋದು. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ 20 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, 20 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನೇ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇದೇ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನೇನು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. No doubt. Thank you. So next class I will continue. Next class I will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.